4-2 your final here at First Ontario Centre. The Chicago Wolves over the Hamilton Bulldogs. Laura Barney here with Matt Holmes as always. Matt, it's been a long time since the Bulldogs have seen ice at First Ontario Centre. Break this game down for us and talk about how much both these teams had riding on the line.
Yeah, coming into this game, Hamilton, the Dogs understood. They kind of came into this one 2 points back of Chicago for 8th in the Western Conference, and both clubs knew how incredibly important this would be to the playoff push. For Chicago, they've now got a little bit of a cushion. They've got 4 points on Hamilton. They've got 1 on Milwaukee, who now sit 8th, so there's plenty of room for them right now to play with. They've got some games in hand as well. And for the course of this game, it's just another one of those strange ones for the Dogs. It's now 3 in a row where they haven't scored a goal in the first 40 minutes of the game. They've been trying to fight from behind. They were able to do that last week against Rochester and Toronto, but tonight against a tougher team in this Chicago Wolves squad, just couldn't do it down the stretch. It actually seemed like they might do it at one point. When they got it through that 4-2 situation, it's like, okay, maybe this is possible. And then the bounces just didn't go their way again. But this was an opportunity squandered, and now as you look at 7 games left in the regular season, it's you got to win 6, maybe 5, at least 6, maybe of those 7 games in order to get in the playoffs. So it's a real big push now.
I want to replay a scene from tonight's game for you. In the third period, Bulldogs are down 3-1. They take a penalty. They're first of the game. Chicago didn't have any this game. 3 seconds left to kill, and Chicago scores. You think they killed off that penalty, or perhaps didn't even have it? Of course, this is a matter of, it really is opinions to see, but I'm just curious what you think of that, if the Bulldogs could have come through with that one, carried the momentum.
Yeah, well, here, I'll give the props to Magnus Pajärvi on that play. He found the seam on the left wing and just went wheels and guns blazing, made a great pass out in front to get that goal. Give him the credit. The penalty, in a game where they haven't called any penalties at all, to give that roughing call and then not call the retaliatory cross-check that Finley got across him, I don't know how that works in that situation, but it is what it is. This team just haven't been getting the breaks from the calls from the referee. The other night against Rochester, when they ended up winning, they didn't have a power play in that game either. It seems a little strange that a team can have no power plays in two games out of 3, but it is what it is. These guys have to understand what they're up against, and they know the difference. Tonight, they were beat 5-on-5. It was one power play goal, but they were beat still 3-2, 5-on-5. So it's still a situation where these guys have to clench down right now and know that they got back-to-back games against a Utica team that's really tough, and you got to come.
All right, Matt. Well, thank you very much for your thoughts. As always, as you mentioned, we're going to see you back here Saturday night when the Bulldogs take on the Utica Comets. We'll see you then, but for now, we're going to hear from your Hamilton Bulldogs.
TJ, a tough loss out there tonight. Just seemed like the bounces weren't there for you guys early, were they?
Yeah, they get a pretty good bounce there on their first goal. A little frustrating, a little deflating, but we got to stick with it. Obviously, it's a tough loss. Puts us 3 back now in Milwaukee. I think he's in 8th, and win tonight. We're feeling better about ourselves for sure.
What was the difference in those first 2 periods? Because that's where it seemed like you guys got behind the 8 ball.
Just energy. They had more energy than we did. They came to play. They had a harder, attitude for the first 40. For whatever reason, the last 3, 4, 5 games, we seem to be the better team for the last 20. But sometimes you're too late. You don't have enough time. I thought we battled hard there in the third, but a little late.
Yeah, it's the third time in a row that you guys haven't scored in the first 2 periods. Is it just kind of the way that the games have gone, I suppose?
I mean, we're not creating power plays for ourselves. Our power play has been good as of late. For whatever reason, tonight, Rochester 2 games ago, I think we went both games without a power play. Our power play has been better, but even if to get power play, you get to feel better about yourself. You get to make some plays. You feel a little more confident on the ice, and that just goes back to hard work. And we're not creating enough. We're not creating second chances in front of the net.
Has it felt like in those 2 games that you guys didn't get a power play that maybe there should have been? Because it's been a little bit strange.
Yeah, I don't like to say anything about the refs. They do a good job. It's just as hard for them as it is for us to play. And, you feel like over a 60-minute game, you're going to find at least one penalty out there somewhere, somehow. But it is what it is. We got to bounce back. We got to find a way to win Saturday, at least put us back in the mix going down the last stretch.
Yeah, totally necessary to just shake this off now.
Yeah, I mean, it's every game for us seems like it's do or die. A huge momentum swing there against Toronto, and now it's a huge letdown. We got to find a way to get ready. We got to find a way to be excited about Saturday night. A chance to, like I said, find a way to get back in the mix.
Thanks a lot.
Yeah, thanks.